Good morning, class. Okay, I want the assigned student to please be here in front to lead the prayer. Okay, Estes. In the name of the Father, of the Son, of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, good morning again, class. How are you all doing today? Good. Okay, it's nice to hear that you're all doing well. Always remember our classroom rules, which is to always listen to the teacher and respect everyone inside and outside of the classroom, okay? Okay. So, is anyone absent today? May I ask the classroom beadle to please check on the attendance later on. Okay. So now, before we proceed to our new lesson, we'll be having a recap on what we have discussed yesterday. So anyone here remembers what we have tackled yesterday? Okay, Harley? Very good. Our topic yesterday was all about the ecosystem. Okay, for now, we'll be having an activity which is a singing, or we will sing a McDonald's song. Okay, does anyone knows that song? Okay, I want all of you to please stand and perform the dance or perform the song with me. Okay? Let's go. Okay, so much for that, class. I want you all to please be seated. Thank you. Now, did you all enjoy your activity? Okay, it's nice to hear that you have all enjoyed the activity. So now let's proceed to the next one. Okay, here I'm going to show you some set of pictures, and your job is to state the word that's related to the pictures. Okay, so here is our first set of pictures. What do you think are these pictures? Yellow? Can be seen in the sky? Great job! It is the sun. Okay, now here is our second set of pictures. Green can be seen everywhere. Grass, not grass, plants. Very good. These are plants. Now, our last set of pictures. Yes, you have seen this on the video. Yes, the cows, the ducks. What are these? These are animals. Great job. Now, can anyone in the class answer me what is the relation of them? Okay? Okay. Now, yes, great job. This can be found in the ecosystem. Great job. And so now we'll be proceeding to our next activity. So here I have some jumbled letters, and I want some volunteers to arrange them to form a word. Okay, I need 4 volunteers. Okay, Leslie, Lunox, Akadita, and Johnson. Okay, come here in front. Thank you. So here are the words that we have formed. So we have here sun, the producers, the consumers, and the decomposers. So, is anyone here in the class knows what this word means? No one? That's okay, because I got you. So our new topic for today, class, is all about the food chain. So, by the way, what is food chain? Does anybody know what is a food chain? Okay, so a food chain refers to the order of events in an ecosystem where one living organism eats another organism, and later on, that organism is consumed by another larger organism. So the flow of nutrients and energy from one organism to another at different trophic levels forms a food chain. So example here is we have a three-linked food chain. So we have a corn, a rat, and an owl. So the energy from the corn is being transferred to the rat after the rat eats the corn, and the energy from the rat is transferred again to the owl when the owl eats the rat. So there is a flow of energy. Okay. Here below is we also have the four-linked food chain, in which the carrots, rabbit, fox, and lion, where the carrots is being eaten by the rabbit, and the rabbit is being eaten by the fox, and the fox is being eaten by the lion. So food chain is just simply the flow of energy. Okay? Okay, class. There are four major parts of a food chain. First is the sun, the producer, the consumer, and the decomposers. So we will first talk about the sun. So what does the sun do? The sun is the initial source of energy, which provides energy for everything on the planet. The sun's energy is needed by the first level of the food chain, which is the producers. So producers, what do you think is the role of the producer? The producers make up the first level of a food chain. The producers utilize the energy from the sun to make food. Producers are any plant or other organisms that produce their own nutrients through photosynthesis. So, does anyone here knows what is photosynthesis? Okay, great job. So photosynthesis is the food-making process of the plant by which plant use sunlight from the sun, water, and carbon dioxide from the consumers to create oxygen and energy in the form of sugar. Example of producers are the plants, the trees, the grasses, and many more that make the earth habitable, as they are the ones who supply oxygen to everyone or every living organism who breathes through air. Okay class, let's now proceed to the next part of the food chain, which is the consumer. So what do you think is the role of the consumer in a food chain? Anyone? Okay, so consumers are all organisms that are dependent on plants or other organisms for food. It includes herbivores, which are animals that eat plants, carnivores, which are animals that eat other animals, parasites that live on other organisms by harming them, and lastly, the scavengers, which are animals that eat dead animals' carcasses. So, can someone give me an example of a consumer? Anyone? Okay, you? Lizard. Great job. Another? Okay? A fly. Good one. Another. A wolf. Good. Last one. A bird. Very good. So, consumers are classified according to its order in the food chain. They can either be the first order consumer, the second order consumer, the third order consumer, and so on. It really depends on the order in the food chain. So going back to the example given previously, here you can see that there is a grass, the grasshopper, the frog, a python, and an eagle. So let's set aside the grass, since we're just going to talk about the consumers, since the grass is the producer. So here we have consumers like the grasshopper, frog, the python, and the eagle. So what do you think is the role of the grasshopper? Is it the first order consumer, the second order consumer, third order consumer, or the fourth order consumer? Good! The grasshopper is the first order consumer. What about the eagle? Third, not the third. The fourth order consumer. Good. Frog? Second. Nice one. The python? Third order consumer. Very good, everyone. So, another example. So, going back to what you have answered me earlier about the examples of a consumer, which are the fly, the lizard, the bird, and the wolf. What do you think is the order of the fly? Yeah, it is the fly is the first order consumer. The lizard, yes, the second order consumer. The bird, the third order consumer, and wolf will be the fourth order consumer. Great job, everyone. Moving on to the last part of the food chain is the decomposers. So, what do you think a decomposer is? Does anyone have any knowledge about this? Anyone who knows what a decomposer is? Anyone? You? Okay, nice one. Okay, so a decomposer are organisms that get their energy from dead or waste organic material. This is the last stage in a food chain. Decomposers are an integral part of a food chain as they convert organic waste materials into inorganic materials, which enriches the soil or land with nutrients. An example of this is the microscopic organisms including protozoa and bacteria. Also, we have the fungi, the earthworms, the termites, and the millipedes. Okay, let's now watch this video clip.
What are decomposers? A decomposer is an organism that breaks down dead animals, plants, and matter. Why are decomposers important? First, without decomposers, dead leaves, dead insects, and dead animals would pile up everywhere. Second, decomposers make important nutrients for organisms in the ecosystem that need them. What are the products of decomposition? Decomposers break apart complex organic materials into simpler substances, like water and carbon dioxide, nitrogen, phosphorus, and calcium. Fungi, bacteria, earthworms, and termites are common kinds of decomposers. Earthworms, termites, and millipedes are actually special kinds of decomposers called detritivores. What is a detritivore? Detritivores eat dead organisms and waste, instead of breaking it down.
So, in every ecosystem, there is a food chain in which these food chains plays an important role because they show the intricate relationship in an ecosystems. They can reveal how each organism depends on someone else for survival. Food chain also display what happens when a problem occurs and a producer or consumer is lost. An entire community can collapse. So this is true because if there are no producers, there will be no one who will give or supply oxygen and nutrients that is needed by the consumer. And if there are no consumers as well, there will be no carbon dioxide that they will give off that is also needed by the producers or the plants. Okay, so without them, or even without one of them, entire ecosystem or entire community will really collapse. Okay, that's the importance of food chain in an ecosystem. I hope that you have understand. Okay, class, are there any clarification or questions regarding our topic today? If none, we will now proceed with our next activity. Okay, class, for your next activity, I want you to group or divide the class into 5 groups. And for your next activity, you will be doing or making your own food chain. So I have here some printed materials which consist of the decomposers, the consumers, and the producers, and also the sun. So your job is to cut this out with your scissors, but please be careful in using your scissors. And with the use of your glue, you're going to paste it out on the separate blank sheet that is also provided for you and make your own food chain. Okay, so your food chain should consist of the sun, the producers, the first, second consumer, first, second to third consumers, the decomposers. Okay, now I want you to go to your groups and please have these papers. Okay, please pass it on. Okay, class, I will just give you 15 minutes to finish the work or the task, and the time starts now. Okay, 10 minutes left. Okay, class, 5 minutes left. Let's go, you can do this. Okay, time is up. Pass it all to me. Thank you. Okay, class, did you enjoy your activity? Okay, class, did you enjoy your group activity? Great job, everyone. Let's give ourselves some 5 big claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job, everyone. So now we are done applying your understanding on the topic. Let's now assess your knowledge, okay? I will be giving you a 10-item quiz, okay? So here I have handouts that you will be going to answer individually. Okay, your points from your group activity will be added to this. Okay, so please pass. Please pass. Thank you. Thank you. So I will just give you 10 minutes to answer the short quiz. Okay? You may now start. Okay, class, 5 minutes left. Okay, time is up. Please pass it to me. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so now class, before we officially end our lesson or our discussion, I want you to read in advance the food web or as your assignment. Okay, class? Okay, I hope you have all understood our topic for the day. That's it, and that will be it. Goodbye, everyone. See you tomorrow.